Good morning, campers. It's 22nd of December. Can't see what time it is. 7:25. Um, yeah. Not been up long. Maybe myself a cup of tea. Cup of tea. Um, Sat in the van, just thinking about having a shower, sort myself out. Um, Watching the telly, I hear on about these fucking lorry drivers, and the poor things have got their luxury sleeping cabs with their beds and their duvets and their fridges, central heating, and all that. And they're moaning at it. They're moaning because they're all parked in a line, which has been no difference for them. The only difference they're doing this week is they're not driving. They're just parked up. They got all the comforts. They stay out all week anyway. I would think so. I mean, I started long distance lorry driving in 1900 and frozen to death in 1972, and we used to sleep across the seats, you know, and it used to get that cold in the cab. I used to have a little blue butane heater, a little to boil me kettle on, and would put the water in the kettle, put that down on the floor. A little TK when I first started before I had HGV in '72, because I didn't get my HGV until '73. So I'm just thinking, a little Bedford, and you used to sleep across the seats, and the cab wasn't quite wide enough to lay straight out. And it used to get that cold in there. I used to have a couple of woolly hats, and I used to wrap my butane burner stove, whatever I call it, in a woolly hat, put it in the bottom of a sleeping bag, then get in the sleeping bag. You know, used to wear long johns, a t-shirt, a sleeping bag inside a sleeping bag, and a woolly hat. And wake up in the morning, and your curtains, which used to hang on curtain wire, would be frozen to the windows. And then you'd bring your butane stove out from the bottom of your bed because you try and keep it a bit warm. And it would be there going, giving it all that, trying to start. Was that fucking cold in there? Yeah, bloody a bunch of softies nowadays, aren't they? Mind you. Yeah. We used to work. Come on, what we used to do? We used to do 150 an hour a day, 2 11s and 2 10s. I think. Some of you old lorry drivers remember. I know we used to get chased. We used to have fucking logbooks. I mean, we used to call them fucking swindle sheets because you used to fill them in to suit yourself. I mean, I went out one day and went all up round Norfolk and back round through fucking Birmingham and back down. And I think I'd done 18 hours and done the best part of 600 miles. Just used to fucking do it. Just used to get on and do it. But there you go. Those were the days, my friend. I thought they'd never end. And now I'm just like a lorry driver in my camper. I drive around wherever I want. I get up when I want. I don't have to deliver nothing. That's the only difference. I don't deliver anything. Yeah. Yeah. What's happening today, I don't know. Like I said, I'll have a shower, get myself sorted out. Have a word with her indoors. I slept outside the house last night because I didn't want to disturb her when I come back. So I usually stay here on a Sunday and a Monday. Yeah, not all the time, but usually. Come round, sort myself out, get me water, get me self sorted, and I'm gone again. Yeah. Yeah. So I was just thinking, just thinking where I'm going to go today, what I'm going to do. Let's move off somewhere. Go up on the ranges and play with the soldiers and play with the military police, I expect. So that'll be the finishing of it. But, yeah. I do like it when these policemen come up to you, though, and they sort of lay the law down. And it ain't a law. Yeah. Because, I mean, these ranges, they say about camping. And it's got all the great big signs over saying no camping, no this, no that, no the other. Which I genuinely, until he told me at the beginning of this year, I genuinely didn't know anything about. And but then with the same token, it says if the ranges aren't, if the red flag's flying, the ranges aren't like the roads aren't shut, because you've got byways which you can use 24/7, 365 a year, and then you've got permissive byways which they shut off every now and again. They gate them up so you can't go across them, or something like that. Anyway, but when the byways are open, it's just the same as the law's the same as any other road. So if you want to stop, you can stop. You know, I mean, you can get, say, funny with them. You can get sort of with them. You like if they come up and say to you, "What are you doing?" Just telling you. Because unless they're going to accuse you of anything, or you know, or nick you for something, because they can nick you for something that you're allowed to do. If they don't think it, you know, they will sort of nick you and take your name and, you know, your fucking address. But, I mean, but when you tell them you've got a postal address and you live in your van, it sort of changes things, because you can more or less be anywhere on legally. You know, I'm not too sure about what tiers you can go in out of legally, but I was thinking if you live in your van, you know, if you drive out of a tier 2 into a tier 3, or a tier 2 into a tier 1, but because you live in your van, don't you? So that's your home. It's just that you choose to put your home in a tier you choose to put your home in, I presume. I don't really know, but where I go, I stay on the down low anyway. So a lot of people don't even fucking know I'm there. So, which is always good, isn't it? Because like that policeman said on the ranges, he said, if we don't know you're here, we don't know you're here, you know. But like you said up there, you like a lot of the cops is not. I mean, you're definitely not allowed in them, you know. But I mean, we rode them years ago, and well, on foot, on push bikes, on trials bikes, in Land Rovers, in cars, and fucking, you know. But I mean, the thing is, you can't really go in there and camp up. You know, I mean, that last time I was up there, when I got challenged in the morning after I'd been there all night, and I said to the copper, like, so I go in the cops out the way where you can't see me. I said, I can't do that, you're not allowed in there. I said, I know. I said, we don't know I'm in there because you can't fucking see me. And he went, well, I said, I can't tell you to do that, can I? He said, but if we don't know you're here, then there isn't a problem, because we don't know you're here. Yeah, I don't know. But I go there New Year's Eve and stay overnight into New Year's Day and do my New Year video. I go to the same place. It's a bit of a shithole. You know, it's like, it's just by the side of a road. There's nothing there. Just go there and pull up by the side of the road, park up overnight. I think I've done that for the last, I was going to say 7 years, but I feel I've done it for the last 5. Can't really remember. I get old and feeble, can't remember things, can I? Anyway, peeps, this is just rattling on again, isn't it? So, yeah. But some of them things about old lorry driving, I mean, and the things we used to get up to, roping sheets and whatever. Mind you, I was talking to a lorry driver, I don't know, a year or so ago, and he couldn't even tie a fucking dolly in a rope. Didn't know enough about it. Just had straps, didn't he? You know, never put a sheet on a fucking load. Anyway, I'll speak to you later. Remember, stay classy, no fighting. Bye-bye. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Bye-bye. Merry Christmas.